Welcome to another video with Witter's World. Now I'm here to talk about Grand Slam track in Jamaica and also the Miramar Invitational meet. I told you guys in the last video that Grand Slam track in Jamaica, in Kingston, not the concept of Grand Slam track, but the event being held in Kingston is going to flop. Some people got upset, blah blah blah. But now you see for yourself that the turnout was poor, as I predicted, because that is just how Jamaicans are. We are not going to turn out for these events. The turnout has gotten so bad to the point where Grand Slam track decided to make it free before 5:30. Make bleachers free before 5:30 p.m. And even though it was free, the turnout was still not up to par. So I told you that Jamaicans don't normally turn out for these events, and that's just what it is. You know, Jamaica is a sprint factory, yes, but we aren't necessarily a track and field country. We support football even more, right? But that's just how Jamaicans are, right? It's not like champs where you have the different schools that, you know, are fighting for bragging rights, and you have the alumni that come out and support, and you have this large gathering. No, that's not what it is this weekend. So I knew, and a lot of us knew, that the turnout was not going to be wonderful. Matter of fact, the streaming on YouTube was pretty good for the most part. Started out rough, but it was pretty good for the most part. So we give them thumbs up for that. The races were exciting for sure, but I had predicted that the turnout was going to be poor, and it was. Now let's move on from Grand Slam track to the Miramar Invitational. Is that a professional track meet? Miramar Invitational was completely embarrassing. I've never seen. I don't know what that was. I honestly don't know what that was, because it was so embarrassing. How are we having a 4x1 being ran with just one team? Is this some sort of training? Is this a training session? What is this? It's completely embarrassing. The turnout was definitely poor. Thank God for the St. Lucians. I don't know what that was. See, where, you know, they had a 4x1 with Jamaica, which is, you know, the MVP team, and Dominican Republic, and that was also an embarrassment. The Team Jamaica failed to run below 39 seconds. That was so poor, you know, and the baton passes were atrocious. I get it, it must be some form of training, because they must have decided on the day that they were going to do it. I don't know, but it was atrocious. Kishane Thompson's leg, which was the anchor leg, it was below par. And I don't think Kishane Thompson is an anchor leg runner. I saw him run the anchor leg in Paris, and it was also not impressive. I think Kishane Thompson should run the back stretch, the second leg, and someone else should run the anchor leg, because I don't know why, but he does not look comfortable on the anchor leg, and I'm surprised he did not make up any grounds on the athlete on that anchor leg from Dominican Republic. The Miramar track meet is such a mediocre track meet. I don't think I've ever seen a professional track meet so mediocre before. It still puzzles me. How is it that you have one team running a 4x100 meter? It puzzles me. It puzzles me. And for the males, just 2 teams. It puzzles me. Like, what is that? What is really going on? Is this a professional track meet? The high school track meets are more organized and more vibrant. I don't know, man. We need to do better. And as I said, I don't think Kishane Thompson is an anchor leg runner. I think he should be running the second leg, because he did it. I saw him do it twice, and he's not ready for the anchor leg. We need a fighter for the anchor leg. And I don't think Kishane is a fighter like that to run the anchor leg. You know, like Julian Alfred. Oh, Julian Alfred is a fighter. Julian Alfred, I believe, can run any leg on a relay. Right? Ashley and Fraser can run any leg on a relay. Right? Sherika Jackson, no, she cannot run any leg. I'm not sure what's going on with her on that anchor leg also. But yeah, that's for another video. But guys, I don't know what's going on. It's a bittersweet week, you know, because we have some pretty good performances at the Grand Slam track. And for sure, I'd love to see my Jamaican athletes do way better. But it is what it is, and we just have to wait and see and keep watching. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Grand Slam track and the Miramar Invitational this weekend. What are your thoughts? Let me know below. And what are your thoughts on the athletes' performances?